Hi, I'm Terry Bradshaw. Whether your focus is B2B or B2C, join me as we explore some of today's leading enterprises. Oil and gas continue to impact every human life. Let's take a closer look at recent developments in this vital industry.
As a type of support platform for oil drilling rigs, tender rigs come in many shapes and sizes. Tender assist drilling rigs, for example, are used in areas where traditional platforms are too large or unsafe.
Tender drilling rig technology allows our clients to develop their fields using surface wellheads and BOPs. The complexity and cost of subsurface wellheads and BOPs can be quite prohibitive. Tender rigs are also smaller and lighter than traditional platform rigs. They also offer a safer alternative as fewer people are exposed to production operations and can be rapidly evacuated to the tender in case of emergency.
Semi-tenders can be used on developments using surface wellheads in deeper water and more challenging environments.
Historically, the tender rig fleet has been restricted to operations in benign equatorial waters. However, Atlantica, in step with the growing inventory of deepwater developments, is expanding the market by developing units that can operate in harsher environments. Our first deepwater unit, the Beta, which is now operating in Brazil, is a prime example of this expanding geographical application.
Dry tree developments are especially applicable for wells where flow assurance is problematic, requiring ongoing maintenance. Access to these wells is much easier and less expensive than subsea wells.
Ideally, we want to grow our semi-tender fleet as the market develops. We believe semi-tenders can be a cost-effective tool for deepwater development using surface trees. And we also believe that our semi-tender design can help that market grow by making dry tree developments more cost-effective.
Atlantica Tender Drilling provides tender drilling services to oil companies, both on the shelf and in deep water.
While tender drilling isn't new, Atlantica's entry into deep water is somewhat unique. Our semi-sub hull design, which is more like a semi-submersible drilling rig, is much more robust and stable than conventional semi-sub tenders, which are smaller and shaped like barges. We can operate in much harsher ocean conditions, which gives us a much broader operating area.
Atlantica is currently building a fleet of highly engineered tender assist rigs, all of which are ABS class approved.
Our in-house multidisciplinary engineering team is well versed in the interface issues associated with tender rig drilling. We prefer to work directly with the client's drilling and facilities management teams to identify and resolve issues as soon as possible. The client can find true value if they involve us in their FEED or even their pre-FEED studies where we can help shape the design of their facilities.
Our core management has deep experience in the design, building, and operation of modular offshore drilling rigs. And that expertise results in rigs that are safer, more efficient, and more economical. That means better value for our customers.
Atlantica's vessels and rigs offer a unique safety advantage. Personnel residing on rigs are well away from wellheads and equipment. Tenders are also able to rapidly pull away from the wellhead in the event of an emergency. This is infinitely safer than positioning vessels directly over the well or having personnel live aboard the platform or facility.
Developments must be undertaken while safeguarding the environment to the extent possible while keeping development costs as low as possible. Surface wellheads can be inspected, monitored, repaired, replaced because you have access to them. Surface wellheads are also substantially less expensive compared to subsea wellheads.
The configuration of Atlantica's drilling units allows oil companies to design and build smaller and lighter facilities, which saves upfront costs. The semi-tender assist lowers development costs for operators developing in deep water using surface wellheads.
Atlantica's product line offers oil companies savings on their development costs. Drilling a well from surface is not only simpler, but it's much more cost-effective compared to drilling a subsea well. From an environmental standpoint, surface developments are much less risky compared to subsea developments.
We believe semi-tenders will have a larger role in future dry tree developments. Semi-tenders allow operators to use smaller, less expensive platforms and TLPs on their developments. And that initial capital cost savings can make a tremendous difference in project economics, especially on marginal projects or in a low oil price environment.